The camera pans over an empty field at dawn. Mist rolls over the grass. A distant crow caws. Wind howls across a wooden fence line. Wide shots of Montana stretch across the screen. Mountains standing tall in silence. Empty barns and a pickup truck parked near a worn trail. The earth looks tired. Familiar, but changed. Cut to a slow-motion shot of a lone horse running free across a hillside. No saddle, no rider. Just the sound of hooves thundering across dry ground. Back to the old Dutton Ranch abandoned now. Dust gathers on porch steps. A broken whiskey bottle lies near the door. Beth's favorite boots sit untouched on the floor. Quick flashes. The main gate creaks in the wind. A carved D brand fades on a wooden post. Beth's reflection in a mirror. Barely holding back tears. Rip's silhouette, walking away from the old barn. The visuals slowed down again. Returning to nature, a hawk flying overhead, clouds casting shadows over the fields. Thunder rolls in the distance. The screen fades to black. A match is struck. A cigarette glows in the dark. Cue low. Eerie music with a slow western guitar twang. The screen fades into the next scene. Soft flickering light. The screen shows a blurred photograph. A man, in a cowboy hat. A woman with fire in her eyes. Both standing in front of the old ranch house. The photo fades like smoke in the wind. Before the silence, there was rage. Before the calm, chaos. A storm of memory begins. Quick, emotional flashes. Rip standing in the rain. Blood on his shirt, breathing heavy. Beth slamming a whiskey glass against a bar wall. A ranch hand tossing his badge into the dirt. John Dutton watching from the porch, stoic, then turning away into shadow. The camera never shows full faces, just shoulders. Hands, silhouettes, and voices half heard like ghosts. This is the past, and it clings to them like dust. They buried too many secrets. Lost too many people, burned too many bridges to go back. We see Beth's hand clutching a burned letter, the Dutton brand faintly marked in the corner. She lets it go, and it floats into a fire pit. Then Rip, shirtless in the mirror, running a finger over the old scars across his back. His eyes are hidden, but the weight in his stance says it all. The Yellowstone taught them how to fight. How to protect what's theirs. How to hate, and how to love recklessly. Another flash. A wedding ring on a rope necklace. A child's drawing of a horse pinned to a fridge. A woman crying alone in a pickup truck under the stars. But it never taught them how to heal. The music swells violin over thunder. The visuals shift. A slow pan of a dirt road, headlights approaching from far away. The past is coming back, but not for comfort. Their story didn't end with Yellowstone. It just got quiet. Before the next storm. Cue wind howling. Dust rises. The screen fades to black, then cuts to a single shot. Beth walking into a new town, coat blowing in the wind. Her head held high. A storm behind her. Dawn. A truck rumbles down an unfamiliar dirt road. Dust swirls in the air as we follow the vehicle from behind. It's old, it's loud. And it doesn't belong here, not yet. They didn't come here to start over. They came here to survive. The truck parks outside a rundown cabin, surrounded by open fields. Rip steps out, boots hit the gravel. He looks out at the land. No sign of people. Just miles of grass, barbed wire, and silence. Camera follows Rip from behind as he opens the creaky barn door. Inside, emptiness, and a few dusty tools. This isn't the Dutton Ranch, it's smaller, rougher, but it's a start. Cut to Beth standing at a bar, glass in hand. Her eyes scan the room. It's not her crowd, but she's not scared. She never is. This isn't Yellowstone, no legacy, no family name to protect. Just grit. And the weight of everything they've done. A new face walks into the frame. A local rancher, maybe too friendly. Beth doesn't smile. She leans in and says something we can't hear. The man flinches. He leaves. Rip, working on a fence line. His shirt soaked in sweat. Beth flipping through a land deed. A close-up of a safe being opened. Inside, a revolver, a stack of cash, a photo of the ranch. They didn't come to make friends. They came to build something of their own. With their own rules, the music grows darker. A town hall meeting. People whispering. A sheriff watching. Rip from across the room. Suspicion hangs in the air. Beth throws a cigarette down and stomps it out in front of a bank office. Rip rides alone through a wooded path, rifle strapped to his back. This is their new world and it's already fighting back. But peace doesn't come easy. Especially when the past isn't finished with you yet. Suddenly, Beth slamming a door, Rip pulling a stranger off his porch. A flash of a burned cattle brand, not the Dutton. Why? A new symbol, one we don't recognize yet. Final shot of the section. Rip and Beth standing on the edge of their new land. Backs to the camera. A storm builds behind them. A door creaks open. A man steps inside an old feed store. He looks around. Everything's quiet, too quiet. Then we see the corner of Beth's coat as she slips out a back door. Silent as a shadow, in a town like this, everyone's watching. And no one forgets your mistakes. Cut to a new character, the sheriff. Younger than expected, his boots are clean, his stare isn't. He leans on the hood of his cruiser as Rip walks by. No words, just a nod. But it's the kind of nod that says, I know what you've done. They thought moving meant a fresh start. But in the West, a man's past rides just as hard as his horse. Inside the town bar. People murmur when Beth enters. One man whispers something under his breath. She hears. She turns, glass in hand, eyes like fire. The room falls quiet. Nobody speaks. She walks right through them like a storm in human form. Quick cuts. Rip, fixing a broken fence. Then noticing someone's been cutting wire at night. Beth meeting a local banker in a back office and slamming a folder full of names on his desk. A young woman watching Rip from a distance. We don't know who she is. Yet, this land has its own rules. Its own monsters. And they don't wear cowboy hats. Back on the ranch, a calf found dead in the grass. Rip staring down at it. A warning, maybe. A message carved into the wood of their barn. You don't belong here. Beth, holding a shotgun in one hand, and a phone in the other, voice shaking. But eyes locked in. Enemies don't always come with guns. Sometimes, they come with papers. Or smiles. Rip looks out from the front porch, a storm rolling in across the plains. Behind him, Beth loads shells into a box. They don't speak. They don't need to. Final flashes before the trailer ends. A fire in the distance, a mysterious figure watching their land from a hilltop. Beth screaming in the rain. Rip burying something under the barn floor. A hand reaching for a trigger. This isn't just a new beginning. It's a reckoning. Screen cuts to black. A single word appears in burnt gold letters. Yellowstone. Beth and RIP, a new beginning coming soon.